that. So altruism can enhance resilience, positive mental health, and well-being. And we know that altruism and serving others and being kind to others can reduce life stress. And how does that work? It's because it's a shift in your attention away from yourself to others, right? We are so engrossed in our own lives, right? We are so worried about serving ourselves, right? That we don't have time to serve others, right? We don't realize the importance of serving others and the joy that comes with serving others and being altruistic, and how that can help give us meaning in our life and can help us with our own resilience, because we are so focused on ourselves. We are so focused on trying to serve ourselves, right? We go to a restaurant and a server comes to us, right? And then, you know, we order something and then we tip them based on the service that they provided, right? And then we put up a review on some website about the service at that restaurant, right? We're so into about being served ourselves, and we need to shift that attention away from ourselves to others and be altruistic and need to serve others, because that is such an important resilience strategy. Because we know when you are altruistic and you serve others, that can enhance your self-confidence and your self-acceptance, and allows you to, again, reframe your own situation, right? You can see things a little bit differently. When you're helping others who are in need, you realize and you recognize that you are in a position of giving, and you're in a position of sharing the blessings that you have, your time, your money, your food, whatever it is that you're doing to serve others. You realize that your situation is not as bad as you might think, and that someone might be in a worse situation than you, and you being able to help them and serve them can really help with your own meaning and your own resilience. And again, it gives you a greater perceived meaning in life when you are serving others and generous to others and altruistic to others. So again, having service of others is related to being selfless, right? And that's when you have concern for the welfare of others and you give to others with no expectation of benefit to yourself, right? You just help others. You're not expecting anything in return, but you feel that joy, that inner warmth, that inner sense of joy and accomplishment that really adds to meaning and resilience. So there's lots of different ways to be altruistic and serve others, right? I just listed a few here, but there's so many different ways that you can serve others. So whatever works for you, whatever you find passion in, whatever your interest might be, it is important though to serve others and be part of some sort of organization or community or neighborhood or something that is serving others, and be a part of that. So selflessness is really, again, about serving others, because when you serve others, you will have to make sacrifices. And the biggest thing that you sacrifice is your ego and your pride and your lust for power. So we need to do that, again, to shift that feeling of everything being directed toward ourselves and trying to serve ourselves and, you know, being self-centered. We need to see it as we're sacrificing our ego and our pride to help others. And when you serve others, you'll have to forgive them, and you have to apologize to them, and you have to give credit and praise them. And those are important characteristics that we have to develop in ourselves. So I think this is a great perspective, especially if you're in a leadership position, which many physicians are in different leadership positions in their hospitals, in their practices, you know, in their communities. I think this is something we have to keep in mind. A leader does not believe that once they have arrived as a leader, it is their turn to be served. So you must choose between being a servant leader and a self-serving leader, right? This is such an important concept about serving others and being selfless. As a leader, right? You don't become a leader and then say, okay, now everyone come and serve me. I'm the leader, you know, I'm the president, I'm the, the CEO, I'm the whatever, right? So you have to come and serve me. That's not how it works. We have to learn to be servant leaders and not to be self-serving leaders. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay, so kindness. Kindness is about giving attention to others, appreciating others, encouraging others, displaying the common courtesies to others, right? So it's really extending ourselves for others by appreciating them, encouraging them, being courteous, listening to them, giving credit, giving praise for the efforts they made, right? And when you interact with people in that way, in that kind way, it makes such a strong bond between you and that other person. So much of our risk of burning out is related to the stress of the interpersonal relationships that we have, right? They're awkward, they're angry, they're bitter, they're negative interactions, right? But if we can all be more positive and appreciate others and be kind to others and give credit to others and listen to others and respect others, that will make for such great interactions that stress and anxiety that we have when we have those awkward and negative interactions, that will reduce the risk of burning out, because that's such a big factor in the risk of burning out, is when you have these type of interactions that are negative and bitter and angry and hostile. So again, we need to interact with everybody in a positive way. So appreciate others, give praise and credit to others, do the little things like be the first one to say good morning in the hallway, doing simple acts of kindness, right? They go such a long way in building strong relationships and preventing burnout, because again, so much of the risk of burning out is having dysfunctional relationships. So if we can improve our relationships, that will decrease the risk of burning out and will enhance our resilience and promote wellness. Generosity. Nothing speaks to others more loudly or serves them better than generosity. So we need to learn to give away whatever we can to help others. And that could be giving away your time, could be giving away your attention, your talents, your skills, your abilities, your money, your possessions, your life, in order to help others. So again, we just need to learn to share the blessings we have and the resources we have with others, and be kind to others, be altruistic to others. That can really enhance our resilience and give meaning to us and give us a bigger purpose in life that again promotes resilience then. But it's hard to be generous if you are not satisfied with what you have, because generosity rises out of contentment. So again, we must first learn to be content with what we have, be grateful for what we have, be thankful for what we have. And then and only then will we be able to be generous with it and to share it with others. So first we have to be content and grateful and appreciate what we have, and then we will be able to share it with others. So we need to learn to be grateful and thankful for everything that is in our lives, including the people that we have in our lives as well. So it's a great quote. You have not lived today until you have done something for someone who can never repay you, right? So we're not looking for anything in return. We want to help others and don't expect anything back, but we want to feel the goodness, do it out of the goodness of our own hearts, so that we appreciate that and that brings us joy and satisfaction and meaning and purpose. Okay, so to wrap up the session, we've been kind of going through our resilience program. In a previous video, we talked about positive thinking, reframing, and optimism. And right now, we just talked about gratitude, reflection, and altruism. And then in an upcoming video,